Oh, hello, Luke. I heard you were a good player of Tiny Dancer. Cool. Hey, Luke, it's Mr. Chris, and good seeing you yesterday. This video is going to help us out with just the verse part of Tiny Dancer, and I'm going to try to show you how we can take those chords and do some of the right hand tricks that we've learned over the years here. Just kind of have some fun and spice it up. So a couple things. Let's get that intro. I just wanted to remind you when you're doing it. So those high notes need to be a little bit longer. You don't want it all even, like so there's a little bit of rhythm to it. It's 1 and 2. So the way I'm remembering that is just the high note every time is just a little bit longer, and the more you listen to the tune, or you said you got it in your playlist, so I think you'll hear what I'm saying with that pretty easily. All right, good. So we're probably gonna do that like 4 times, and then let's go ahead and go over the verse parts. So in the intro, I don't mind if you do the chord like this, C and F, right? For the verses, we're gonna start getting down to this A, or just into this range, So I think this is a better way. For the C and the F chord once the verse starts, right? And easy progression. You got that stuff. All right, an easy verse really too. I'll send the picture of what I wrote out, but all right. So it's like let's look over here real quick. So blue jean baby. So he's doing 2 notes for 1 syllable. Blue. So those are a little fast. Jean baby. So E D C C A. And then the second time I think it's just LA lady. So 2 C's the first time, 1 C the second time. And then the F chord in all these parts is gonna go with the C up here. So whenever you hit that, it's either the second C or the only C. But yeah, it'll always change whenever you're hitting that C. Cool. And it's a lot of repetition. And then we wait longer here. I'm going to give you the counts here in a second, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, D, A, C, A. Right? So let's do that one a little slower. This is the seamstress for the band. E, D, D, A, C, A. One more time, a little slower. E, D, D, A, C, A. Cool. And then the second half, pretty eyes, pirate smile, yar. And then another long wait. We're going to go like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is the last thing I was trying to get to yesterday, so this might be new for you. This is You'll Marry a Music Man. So it goes by pretty fast, but let's look at it. So my thumb stretches down to G. And then that same E up top, G, E, D, C, D. That's the first part. And then A, C, A. All right, so I like to think of it in 2 parts. You can get them slowly. G, E, D, C, D. And then it's connected, but then it goes A, C, A. One more time. G, E, D, C, D, A, C, A. Okay, and then let's put all that part together. So it's gonna go seamless. G, E, D, C, D, A, C, A. You'll marry a music man. Cool. And again, you can give a little style on the rhythm. The biggest thing is getting the pauses right. And I wrote those out on the page I've got here. So I think I can help you count it. All right, so I'm gonna put the whole verse part together. This is from just the right hand. We'll get the chords in a second. All right, here we go. So from Blue Jean Baby, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So obviously just kind of master those parts first. Okay, so now obviously the chords are super easy for that. It's the same ones we did in the intro, but again, like we were saying, we're going to try and keep them close. Right? Just those two, C and F, right? And yeah, so let's look at how those fit together. Again, the chord is going to hit first down here, and I think you want to kind of count in your head like 1, 2. For those normal ones, there's 2 counts down here before the E comes in. So it's going to be like 1, 2. Blue dream baby. There it is with the C. I think I messed that up actually. 1, 2. That's it. Yes, remember there's 2 C's for that first one. One more time. 1, 2. E, D, C, C, E. Same thing here. 1 C. Okay, and then for seamstress, we're going to count to 4 down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Seamstress for the bear. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's like 6 counts after that, but you can just kind of chill, let that F chord simmer. That's it. So that's the first half. And again, the notes are not going to be hard, but try to get your timing from the jump, and that's just going to make it flow and sound really good. All right. So one more time, let's get that first part, and then we'll go to the second. Here we go. C chord first. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, D, A, C, A. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I'm going to keep going. So I got my C chord. 1, 2. Pretty eyes. 1, 2. Pirate smile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So that's definitely the hardest part of the end there, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So just do what you can with that. A little bit tough, but make sure you got this mastered. And I think you'll be able to find the right timing for it, no problem. All right, good. So that's my main goal for this time, is just kind of getting those right on time, the chords, no problem, doing those guys. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the chords for the next part. I'm not going to worry about the melody. And we may actually just wind up doing like a Piano Man thing where we're doubling the chords here. So we can make that call when we want to, but let's go ahead and learn the chords. I'll do them in the left hand. It's probably not a bad idea if you want to double them up in the hands, but let's start with the left hand doing these guys. Okay, so bonus time here. Let's get our bird back in case you're scrolling. Bonus time. Okay, so here we go. So my first chord is going to be the F major. And these guys change a little quicker than the C to the F thing was happening. So let's come up and do the plain F major, the root position where the F is on the bottom. So it's going to be F, 2, and then we're going to switch down to E minor, A minor, and we can either do this one, or we can do E, A, C. You see the similarities between those? So A, C, E, E, A, C. Same notes, it's just the E's either up here or on the bottom. All right, cool. So what I recommend is doing F, 2, E minor, and then that A, like this, it's A minor. And then the fourth chord there is D major. You know that one, happy D, right? Got the F sharp in there. Cool, so take a look at those 4 back to back. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. I'll say the names as I go. You can try them with me if you want. So F major, E minor, A minor, D major. All right, good. And then there's 4 more. All right, so this is the second half of that. Here we go. So from the D major, it's going to go down to D minor. So you just drop that sharp out. E major, that's got that sharp there, kind of nice. We can go back to that same A minor, and then a big bright G major. Cool. So let's look at those four on their own too. So it goes D minor, E major, A minor, G. All right, cool. So I'm going to put all those together. Again, it's just nice and slow. F major, E minor, A minor, D major, D minor, E major, A minor, G. Okay, and then you can try that in the right hand too. So same chords, just either hand really. F major, 2, E minor, A minor, D major, D minor, E major, A minor, G. Great. And if you're really feeling it, you can go ahead and do the hints together. Just go nice and slow. And this would be great to sing over to help you get the melody. I don't actually know all the words, but I know the beginning is like a ballerina. You must have seen her. Right. Something, 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 something. Ooh. Cool. So just do what you can. Again, the most practical thing is probably learning the left hand through those guys and just getting those worked out. Something like that, right? We'll get all that right hand stuff. I'll get it figured out myself, so should be good. Okay, great. So that's again the regular verse and then a little extra on the next part if you want to get to it. And then let's see. I wanted to take the CF stuff. And this is such a good progression. It pops up in a lot of songs. It's the 1 chord to the 4 chord is what we call it in C. So it's nice and easy. But we know a lot of C tricks for our right hand. So if we're trying to jazz this one up, like we've got that long F chord where we're doing stuff, there's a couple things that we can easily put in there. One of them is our pentatonic thing, this thing that you've done quite well with. All right. So we did it at the lesson, but what I'd like to try is just getting this going, right? And then I'm doing basically 6 notes, so 2 groups of 3 for each one. And then switching. It looks like this. Okay, you can turn that upside down. Good. And when you run out of room, just kind of see if you can keep the timing, but find ways to stay in this kind of range. And then once you're comfortable with that, you can speed it up quite a bit. You got and I don't want to go too crazy. I should probably just keep it to those 3-note patterns, but right, so just experiment with that. I think it'll give you some fun stuff, but try to make sure that your left hand is staying right on time. Your right hand's kind of the wild man. This guy's kind of the support, backing band. Okay, cool. And then the other thing is that blues scale. So a little bit different there, right? A lot more black keys. It's C, E flat, F, F sharp, G, B flat, and C. And this is such a great scale to know, like it's not always appropriate, but it's great to just put a little bit of that dirt into a song, especially a rock song like this one that's real pretty. I'm getting kind of carried away, but again, you can give it that kind of bluesy flavor for solos or stuff, or even just like a little bit of a fill if you know where those good black keys are. And one thing I always do is slide off that F sharp to G I like to keep a C up there too. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. So what I want you to try here is cool. And then once you get that comfortable, see if you can make up little melodies with that group of notes. So. There's a lot of them there. Again, there's no wrong answers with that, but you want to stick to those guys. Sweet, man. All right, great. So that is probably, I hope, enough to keep you busy for this thing. Again, it was great to see you, man. I know it's a little strange doing all this online, but at least we're still able to kind of connect and keep the music going. And I appreciate you guys. Cool. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, but hopefully that'll keep us cooking for a little bit, and I'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks, buddy.